want to talk about how I got into fitness and health. So I've always been tiny and petite, and in high school, well, I've played sports my entire life since I was 5. So I've always been athletic, but I've always just genetically been very skinny. And growing up, I was always made fun of for being so little and being so skinny and eat a cheeseburger and this and that. And I ate a lot, and I mean a lot when I was little, like all the time. My mom thought I had like a stomach worm because I would eat and then I'd be hungry 10 minutes later. And I would eat ice cream like no other every single night after dinner. I started working out in high school with volleyball. I was never really taught the proper techniques and only had to do it just for volleyball, so I did it for that. That was it, kind of just, breezed my way through it, just got my workouts done, did what I had to do. I didn't really understand it. I always thought if I lifted weights, I was going to be, big and bulky and manly looking, and I didn't want that. That was always my thought for the longest time. Got to college, started playing volleyball again, and had to work out with that. Once again, kind of just breezed through it, never really cared. My freshman year, I got lazy out of season and gained my freshman more than 15. So I started to do some cardio, lift a little bit of weights, do some abs because every girl wants abs, of course. But, I do like 10 to 12 pounds here and there, and I always got made fun of for being on my team, being the smallest one and the weakest one, and everybody had this weight they had to do, and I always had a special weight that I had to do, which, wasn't very fun when you were getting called out by everyone like, oh, you can't lift as much. I'd never wanted to. I didn't care to lift weights. I didn't think, that it was beneficial in any way. I didn't want to look manly or be bulky or any of that. So in my eyes, I was just like, whatever. I mean, it hurt my feelings. It sucked. I was kind of upset a lot, especially getting picked on by everyone around me for being so little my sophomore year. Going into, the end of first semester, I met my boyfriend that I'm with now. We played baseball and liked to work out, and he had been into working out for some time then, and he always wanted me to go to the gym and work out with him and stuff, and like just be in fitness. He would try to convince me like, you're not gonna be manly, you're not gonna be big and bulky, blah blah blah, and I was like, yes I am, and I was stupid, it's fine, but I didn't want to do it, and he would nag me, and then it was closer to the end of my sophomore year, which I just graduated, so 2 years ago. It's getting closer, and I wanted to be in shape for volleyball, so I did a little bit of lifting. I did a lot of cardio because I wanted to be in shape. I wanted to be able to run, do things. So it was my junior year. I played volleyball, went through the motions, worked out with them, did what I had to do. Worked out a little bit with my boyfriend here and there, off season. I wouldn't do too much just because I was still like, I'm gonna be big, I'm gonna be bulky. It was close to the end of my junior year, so almost a year later, my boyfriend had been showing me all these girls, like, look at them, they're not big and bulky, they lift weights, like, it's not, natural for a female to just get huge and be scary and all this stuff, like, raw, like how I didn't want to be. And so, he showed me these girls, and I'm like, yeah, whatever, like, they look good, but whatever. And then he showed me Nikki Blackadder, which some of you may or may not know. And he showed me her, and I was like, wow, she's hot. Like, in not a weird way, but I was like, wow, I would love to look like her and have a body like her because she looks awesome. And so I started to look into her, like, went through Instagram, watched her YouTube. I can do it, right? I mean, anybody can do it. We can all do it. I mean, it's not easy by any means. It's not going to be easy. I knew it was going to be work. And I knew it wasn't, just going to the gym, running on the treadmill, and lifting some weights here and there. It meant hard work, and it meant, giving it my all. It's not just going into the gym, it's what you eat. It's how you take care of yourself and your body overall. So, I saw her, and I was like, yeah, like, I'm gonna do this. I was like, you know what, he finally convinced me that I wasn't gonna be manly if I worked out. And, I mean, hey, look at me now. I've been working out for over a year. Well, just over a year. And no manliness here, in my opinion. I don't know, you might think I look like a man, who knows. Anyways, so I started getting into it, and then summer came, and I went to the gym all the time, and I was bored because I was in Florida, and I never really talked to people down there. I never really had high school friends that I kept when I went away to college. I hung out with my brother and his friends, which they're about 6 years older, so always hung out with them. But everybody worked, so I went home and I would go to the gym every day for like 3 hours and just work. And I would get asked, like, do you live here? You're here for hours at a time, and why are you here all the time? And I didn't have anything else to do, so I figured when I went to the gym, why not just kill it? So I started eating healthy, which, you know, my family never understood. They would be like, eat this, I don't know why you can't eat that. And I'm like, I can eat it, but I just don't want to. I wanted to be healthy. I wanted, you know, a flat stomach and abs, and it's about what you eat too. It's not, you know, just getting in the gym, like I said. You know, I started to see results. I was growing. People were complimenting me like, oh, you know, since you started coming here, like, I can definitely see, you know, the change. You look great, blah, blah, blah. So then volleyball season came my senior year, and I was going to work out outside of volleyball, but I had too many problems. I have had knee surgery almost 5 years ago now, and then so I just have really bad knees, especially playing volleyball, and I'm diving on them all the time. So, and then I went to the chiropractor all season, and I had a lot of back problems. So, and I've had shoulder problems. I've had tendonitis in both my shoulders. So when I'm playing volleyball, my body is just kind of broken when I'm competitively hard playing every single day, and then playing all these games and going hard. And it was my senior year, so I gave 110%, no matter how I felt, no matter what. I went out there and just killed it. So my body was pretty much broken and was not able to get into the gym after that. So I've just listened to my body, and I took, you know, the 3 months off, which was awful because I lost a lot of the progress that I made, but there was nothing I could do. Volleyball has been my life for 11 years, and I didn't have a senior year of volleyball in high school because I tore my ACL, like I said, so I wanted, you know, not to jeopardize my senior year in college, my final year in any competitive sports in any way. So I took the time off. I got back into working out about 2 weeks after because my body just needed the rest. I couldn't do anything, so I wanted to fully recover before I got back into the gym. And so that was mid-November. Ever since, I've been working hard. I really see a future in this, and I look up to, you know, many different people. I see Nikki and Heidi Summers and, you know, all these girls in the fitness industry, and like, I want to be just like them. I want to, you know, I want to live that lifestyle. I think it's awesome, and it's something that I love to do, and it's something that I see in my future. And I realize, you know, that not only is taking care of my body and doing all this going to be hopefully good for me now and soon in the future, but later on in life. And, you know, just staying healthy and not putting whatever in my body or being lazy all day. And one of the biggest things that I've learned with working out is that you can find, even when you have injuries, you can find ways to make yourself fix those injuries by working out. It was one of those things like, oh, I had shoulder problems, I didn't want to lift shoulders, but I knew that if I just never did them, they're never going to get any better, and they're never going to not hurt, because if I take time off and let them rest, in 2 months I'm going to lift weight and they're going to hurt again. So there's just different ways to help your injuries in the weight room, and it's one of those things that I've learned. I mean, I hurt all the time. I have stomach problems. Like, I have to watch what I eat all the time, or I'm just going to feel terrible and hate life for a couple hours. I have posture problems, which my neck sits forward on my back and causes a lot of neck pain, which causes a lot of headaches. So I have that almost all the time. Back pain, I still get back pain. It's what I'm working on now to strengthen. Like I said, I strengthen my shoulders in time by going to the gym and doing bands and doing, you know, lighter weights and stuff like that, and now I don't have any problems with them. I can go in and lift, you know, my normal weight and not say, oh my gosh, like, you know, I'll be sore when I work them out, but, you know, that's normal. But I have back pains. That's one of the things I'm trying to work on, my lower back, my neck, and working on my posture, because I just have bad posture in general, let alone when I work out. So it's another thing I'm working on to try and get rid of the back and neck and headaches. But like I said, something's almost always wrong with me, and I don't let myself make it an excuse to not go to the gym or go do things. I mean, there's some times where, you know, like, my body's like, absolutely no. Like, no, 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 no. But mostly I have a little bit of pain, but I tell myself, like, don't let it hold you back, because if I let one little thing hold me back, I would never do anything. I don't like excuses. I don't like to skip the gym for one little excuse when I can overcome it, but sometimes can't. So that is my story, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. And comment below, tell me your guys' story. I don't know, tell me whatever you guys want about how you got into fitness and how you got started, because everybody's got a different story and everybody's got a different reason, and don't hold back, overcome it, use haters as your motivators, as they say. I don't know, that's kind of what I did. I used being made fun of and getting upset and to motivate me to kind of want to work out. And then when I started seeing, you know, female fitness figures, that I wanted to be like that. I didn't want to just be skinny and little. I wanted to be fit and in shape and toned and look good. I want abs and muscle and definition and stuff like that. So don't think that you're gonna be big, manly, scary girl, because you won't. Promise. So that is it, and I will see you guys in the next video.